Hello! Yeah!
Yeah, we did it.
We're cooking with gas now.
Yes. And welcome to another podcast of the Zach and Tony Show for the third time.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we had technical difficulties. We have two guests today. First guest is James Manno.
That's right.
Of James Manno and the BOTs.
Short for big old titties.
Local rock band. And Zach Finch is also in that band. He is the drummer. Nice. Like that wasn't planned.
That was pretty good.
I feel like I changed it up from the last failed recording.
You are now hearing the voice of Matt Cerritos, co-producer of Man Called Noon's new album, The Bad Guy.
Also a dynamo on the mouth drums.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and also a dime piece, period.
Sounds sexy.
You're making me blush, boys.
Tell me more.
Tell me more
His
about
penis is exactly 8 point. What's a point for inches?
8.69 inches.
6'9". Whoa! This guy only blows while getting his ass eaten out.
I only go ass to mouth.
So very excited to have these two guests, two very good friends of both of ours. And James Manno, lead singer of James Manno and the BOTs, songwriter, musician extraordinaire. They actually have a show coming up at The Store at
That's right.
2002 North Halstead.
That's right.
That starts at 9 p.m. I'm assuming the doors are around like 7. Maybe even earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bar. Doesn't it just open?
Just
You know
stays
what?
open?
Go
It's
on
just kinda
down
there.
there. Sit at the bar all day.
Yes.
And then we'll show up around.
I think we're supposed to start around like 8:45, 9.
yeah.
9, 8:45.
Kind of loose. It's for an album release
Right.
for James Budd.
Abood.
Abood.
Nice.
Abood a bard.
Abood, a bard,
There's Dynamo
a butt.
on.
Is he dynamo on the
the
finger?
mouth drums?
On the
Yeah.
mouth drum?
Have you seen
have not.
seen him? He actually is like a finger picking
Dynamo?
plays all
is
sorts
incredible.
of string instruments. Like, yeah, I guess he works at like a guitar center.
He does work
or
at a
something.
guitar center.
And thanks. And he will do little videos of him like trying out whatever new instruments they get.
That's pretty
and he
dope.
Just, like, it's pretty awesome.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, he is kind of. And he looks a bit like a wizard.
Does he have a beard?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, well then yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
long hair.
Long hair.
Yeah,
Don't care.
no.
Cool.
All
right, well-
that's right. It's cool.
Thanks for your input, Tony.
James and Zach just got back from practice. It's been a while since they had band practice. How did everything show up?
Farty, real farty in the fart dungeon.
Yeah,
That's
we
where
practice in Zach's basement.
Yeah, let's talk on that real quick. They practice in a shithole of a basement that might have asbestos and definitely scary spiders.
The smell of mold is very prevalent.
Yeah. Describe it.
Well, you walk down these stairs and the pipes are about head level.
That's perfect for me, though. I'm kind of shorter, so
James is a shorty, so
so it's actually perfect.
he gets it. I actually hit my head
Yeah.
today putting shit away. That was the
Donald-
first time it happened.
Donnelly did
That's a
too.
tall guy thing.
Yeah.
That's a tall guy problem.
Yeah.
Are all you?
I'm
None of
tall-
you have to worry
I'm
about
taller than both of these guys.
I'm
I'm worried about over here.
I'm definitely like 5'7", but my license says 6'7".
6.
Really?
Yeah. The DMV totally messed up.
You could get away with anything.
Dude,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? I've been denied booze twice because they're like, oh, you're not 6'7", and I'm like, I know the DMV messed up and they gave me the wrong ID, and I'm not gonna pay money to replace it. And then one time a cop pulled me over and he looked at my ID and then he saw how close I was sitting to the steering wheel and was like, "You're not 6'7", and I was like, "I know." Like, why
And you were like, "Fuck you, man.
Why
Why do
you
you gotta
making me?
mention
Yeah,
shit
why
like
you gotta mention that? It's just rude." I feel like I should be giving you a ticket now.
I know, I'm short. Don't need to make fun of me. You're already giving me a ticket.
Fucking get it, pig. Oink oink oink.
But yeah, it's a dungeon. It's,
Yeah, pipes everywhere. Laundry's there. I live above what should be a restaurant.
It's where the restaurant used to store a lot of their stuff, and then once
Exactly.
they left, then we kind of took over.
It's just this.
We call it the fart dungeon.
fart dungeon. Yeah,
it's kind of a...
where you can fart with safety,
Yeah.
without any doorknobs.
Is there anything else down there?
Ice machine.
No more ice machine.
They
but
took it?
They took it.
They stole it. That wasn't their ice machine.
Yeah, it was there. The ice machine was there before they were there.
Yeah.
But then
true.
a washer and dryer. I was down there in a slop sink that I peed in.
Yeah, he totally pissed.
When you gotta go, you gotta
He's like, dude, I gotta go piss in the sink.
I'm gonna go piss in that sink.
Was that just today?
Yep.
Remember, we did a show in college, and it was of Mice and Men.
Yep.
Our climax.
Oh yeah.
VCU
I
theater.
like your choice of words.
And
Look at the rabbits.
I remember I tried to get everybody to pee into the same beer bottle for good luck before the
right
show.
before the show.
What
In a dungeon.
In
that
the dungeon.
below
right.
below Schaefer Street.
And I was saying to everybody,
That
I was
little
like,
dressing room.
I peed into the bottle and I held it up and I was like,
Zach, you gotta pee or the show won't be good.
yeah.
You gotta pee in this bottle.
And he got Zach refused. And I wanted originally everybody to have to do it. And I was like, and then I kind of put a curse in the show. I was like, then the run won't go well if you don't pee into this bottle.
Of course, the run went perfectly fine.
The run went well.
I want to imagine that, Tony, any other show that you do, you have to like up it. You're like, we all gotta bleed in this cup. All right, like his show's not gonna be good unless we all bleed in this cup.
Everybody here has to blow me before we go on that stage.
God damn it, Tony.
This is what we need. You need my rock juice.
But funny. What's funny about that bottle peeing story is when I was in
Rubbing their heads.
Virginia.
Good job, Zach.
I just got back from Virginia yesterday, and we went to visit, VCU and shit. Mm-hmm. And I showed Liz all of Schaefer Street, and we went to the dressing room in that basement, and I told her that story. That was the story.
That's
that
funny.
was the little anecdote I told her about the basement. And I was like, and here's the corner where Tony tried to get everyone to pee into the same bottle.
Yeah. Also, not that unusual. I actually forgot about it and had to be reminded of it. Not something. Yeah, it's not something I'm surprised about, or anybody else should be. I am kind of a crazy. I'm a crazy asshole. What the fuck you want?
He's right.
Yeah.
You guys talked about doing Of Mice and Men again. Does that come up?
Yeah,
or are
but
you putting that back in the back burner
we're too
again?
busy and successful now to get stuck. I mean, back burner, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing it because it was so much fun.
Someone would have to approach us.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Yeah.
Hey guys,
you want to
There
direct?
it is.
would you like to do? Never mind. I got nothing.
Yeah,
I don't got
ask.
the resources to put that on.
Don't ask. We'll do it.
Exactly.
Don't ask. We'll do it. We'll
do
do
it
it for
for
beer.
Exactly.
I would do it
That's
again
the
because
thing.
we just got to work with all of our friends.
I would do it again, but like Matt just said, I don't really have the resources now to do it. In college, you got the theater.
there.
You've already paid for the theater
The
space
venue's
and,
half the battle.
yeah, and shit like that. And
People just have to like you enough to want to do it.
yeah, it's the resources.
I did Of Mice and Men in community college. I did the role of Curly. And then there's a bit of
So you're that asshole.
the asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's my wife? I'm
Yeah.
gonna go shoot him in the guts."
Yes.
And part of the role was that this guy had just one glove, kind of a Michael Jackson thing, but it was a work glove. And then they kept saying about him that in one of the gloves he kept Vaseline, so that way he can make one of his hands super soft for his lady.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yep.
Well, I think it was opening night that somebody decided to put some actual Vaseline, or like I think it was dish detergent, but something in the glove. So I put it on, and it was like. I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And I had to go out. I was like, "Oh man, I have to go out right now, and this is gross." And you could just hear it squishing around.
Jesus.
So there's a part where I'm on stage with him and getting up in his face. He played the part of George, and I like make a fist, but I make sure that I'm getting my glove real close to his face, so he can hear the squishing sounds. And he almost broke on stage, and it was almost kind of a good payback for getting him for.
Yeah,
Because
he
he was
was
the
the
guy
one
in
who did it?
charge. Yeah, he was the one that actually put that crap in the glove.
Fucker.
our Curly missed his cue on opening night.
Did he?
Or was it
It
opening
was
night?
Taylor Brewer.
Second
Oh
night.
shit. Ah, whatever.
Yeah,
It's Taylor
fuck it,
Brewer.
it doesn't matter. You're always way more worried about
Why
that.
are we
I'm
naming?
like so ready to
Why
name
are we
drop,
naming
like,
names?
Exactly.
And
Don't name names. No, do it.
Taylor Brewerton.
Taylor. Brewerton.
But so I had I covered for him, and I was waiting for his entrance. I was looking at the door, and it was like a 5-minute conversation we have, not even 2-minute, and I was like, And that's right, yada yada. And I get off stage, and I'm like, "What else, Taylor?"
And he's supposed to stop him.
He's supposed to stop me, right?
Off stage.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a 2-minute conversation. So the next night, he comes on, but he's like a half second late because I think he's going to show up sooner. And I just start laughing because I was like, he just missed his cue again. And then he comes out and he starts talking to me, and I just don't. I'm laughing the entire time. I'm laughing the entire time in his face. Yeah, rightly so. When we get off stage, he punches me as hard as he can in the chest. And if anybody out there doesn't know Taylor Brewerton, he's immensely strong.
Yep.
Immensely strong.
He's basically all muscle.
It's yeah.
Pretty lean, but what is there is pretty dense.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very dense. He's got.
I don't know how to.
He's
imagine
got the.
this.
Well, he's got.
I'm imagining like a man with no neck right now.
He has the Lenny strength. He's got the slow strength. It's just leave it where it is. But he's really intelligent. He's not slow. Somebody else talk.
So now that we've talked about autism, didn't you just go on vacation recently?
We could talk about that.
Yeah.
But anyone have any questions about the big old titties?
What if you guys had a mascot? Would it be titties or would it be
a robot?
Robots.
It's a robot with huge titties.
With big titties.
With huge titties.
Yeah, we've actually had one commissioned for a costume. So we would bring it to shows and we'd get somebody from the audience to come up on stage, kind of dance around in it. We had somebody from the Red Moon Theater who had a bunch of supplies, and they were like, yeah, we'd love to just go ahead and put this together for you. And they were going to have titties that were like touch lights, so you can touch them and they start glowing.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
Great. Oh, great. Cool. And like, it's almost done. It took her like 3 weeks. And then, hey, where's this costume?
Well, there no-
Somebody stole it. In Red
Those
Room.
fuckers.
Get out of here.
Wow.
What?
That sucks. I didn't even know that.
I feel like you
thought
should-
they
We were so
didn't finish
close.
it.
We were so close.
I feel like you should easily put out a Craigslist post of like missing robot with big boobs. Like,
You know,
somebody has it in their like basement, and they're just like, man, I don't even know why I stole this thing, and then they're gonna like go on Craigslist and be like, oh my gosh,
It was somebody
back.
from Red Moon. It had to have been.
Yeah.
It had because while they were disbanding, right?
Yeah,
I guess
they
so.
were on their way out anyway.
Also,
so.
those fucking. I gotta watch my mouth. They fucking stole my fucking mic stand.
Yep.
Because they just assumed all the shit in this area was theirs. And then when they gave me back my mic stand,
It was broken.
it was broken. They gave me the wrong fucking mic stand back. It was a broken fucking mic stand.
Those
No
goddamn motherfucking sons of bitches.
Yeah, man.
Why did you have the mic stand at Red Moon?
Well, I lent it to Audrey Theater, which are
Yes.
good
got
people, right? Micah, our good friend. And but then it was an association somehow with Red Moon, whatever they were doing, or Red Moon people were there, and some of their equipment was there, and so they just fucking packed it up. I don't know.
This is
Yeah.
ours.
This is ours.
We're Red Moon.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Why
we
aren't
don't
they a thing
exist
anymore?
anymore.
Yeah. Why aren't they a thing anymore? What happened?
They just spend too much money. I
Yeah,
think.
it just costs too much to run
Yeah.
the business, did you? Say goodbye.
I feel like budget is a big deal with theater.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it's spectacle theater. It
Yeah,
costs a lot of money.
That's their thing. Yeah, their thing was spectacle and huge
Titties.
moving set pieces. Now, if they had more titties, they'd still be in
Listen,
business.
everybody would make money on titties. Let me tell you.
Just Zach giving him the business plan. Listen now, if you had more titties, throw all this accounting aside.
Their accountant's just like, if only I had known.
Their accountant's accounting book is just a middle school student's doodle book of just boobs and cocks. But it's and it has the left hand column, and
Yeah,
right hand
no,
column.
I like that. But
Yeah.
it's like the way he's documenting it is
Yes.
by like boob size,
Yeah.
areola size,
Sure.
color, shape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Parade of boobs.
he
Dump
you know,
them out.
dump 'em
Dump
out.
them out, ladies.
It was Zach's idea to make the BOTs, the big old titties. I think Zach was.
That was
not
when we said
surprising.
Yeah, or
Well,
you were prompting. You're like, hey, like, what's one of your favorite things?
Well, yeah, because we were talking band names.
Yeah.
And it was my idea to be James Manno and the something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to think of your favorite things, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure big old titties has got to be up there on your list.
Pretty high. Pretty high.
But it's definitely it's number one on my list. I think.
You guys
Maybe.
you guys got it bad from your girls after that, right? Well, not bad, but they both heavily disagreed with the.
Liz enjoyed it at first.
Because at first we were at Double Door playing a comedy show.
Yeah.
And it was just
that's
the three
right.
of us.
That's how it started. We played Rob Wilson's Double Door.
Door number 3.
Door number 3
right.
comedy showcase.
So it made
once a
sense.
week.
The three of us, big old titties.
It was Donnelly.
Yeah.
Donnelly, James, and I at the time.
Well, as the three of you, it would be like the titties from Total Recall.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's James Manno and the big old titties.
Okay, yeah.
But then once we got Liz on, then
Now we got 3 total.
then we
titties.
decided to just go by like BOTs.
Yeah. Keep it like a little more PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can kind of mask it if we want.
then
The
you guys-
problem is there's a bots already that exists.
Yeah.
It's not James
somewhere
Man on the
out
box.
there.
So
Correct.
No, exactly.
Correct.
I mean, technically,
Well, when you
I don't think
guys
we get a
when
letter
when
about
it's
it.
typed out on a flyer, is it B period O period? Okay, well,
Yes,
but
yeah.
you just say James Man on the bots, but it's
Still
Well,
BOTs.
Yeah.
Well, we have 3
Or the
versions:
big old titties.
BOTs, big old titties,
Yeah.
or the bots.
Yeah.
bots.
well, yeah, the bots sounds like a very hipster band name, but you guys aren't hipster music.
But I'm into it. But yeah,
Yeah.
we don't play hipster music.
Yeah, I mean,
what is hipster music?
well, I mean, I think
I know what
right
you
now,
mean.
I mean, hand claps and foot stomps.
I knew
Okay.
exactly
And,
because you sent us that
I
video.
said, dude, but am I right? I think I'm a little spot on.
You are very spot on.
Arcade Fire.
It depends on if there's
see-
enough
see,
hand claps and
Mumford
foot
and
stomps in
Sons.
it.
I feel like though Arcade Fire originators, everybody else copies what they do.
Isn't that what all the hipsters say?
Yeah, but it's true though.
I was
mean,
doing this before.
But
everyone
think
else.
about it. Like I think Arcade Fire got like best new artist when Suburbs came out. That's their 4th album. Like
I actually like Arcade Fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm with him.
Yeah, I'm
It,
down with it.
You don't have to dislike all hipster music.
no, definitely not.
Right?
I think
As
I
a
don't know.
rule?
How does that work?
You know,
I don't know.
I-
I don't know what the rules are about hipster.
Well,
Listen.
I think when you call it hipster music, you're meaning
You're
derogatory.
it's a
yeah,
derogatory,
you're
yeah,
being
derogatory. But I also want to be cool enough to be derogatory towards the hipster music, but still, also be welcomed in by the hipsters. So if you're a hipster out there,
Like Man Called Noon.
We love you.
yeah, exactly. It's exactly right.
And the bots.
Like that Golden, like the bots.
I think we should say that James Manno also now plays guitar in Man Called Noon, in addition to being a big old titty or leader of the big old titties.
Absolutely right. The only reason I didn't mention that I was going to save it because I wanted to focus on the BOTs because of the show that's coming up at the store at 2002 North Halstead.
This Saturday,
Armitage in Halstead.
Armitage and Halstead,
Armitage
The
and
store.
Halstead.
the store where
9
you can
p.m.
Store.
buy
store,
things.
store.
But no food.
No food at the store.
No food.
Plan ahead.
Really?
Is there anything around it? Do you guys know?
Halstead
Halstead.
and Armitage?
Yeah, I feel
that's
like-
pretty decent.
yeah, I
little
feel like it's
area,
pretty
right?
good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you know,
I can't
Google
think.
I
Maps.
don't know that area.
Are there tacos?
That's what I say. As long as there's burritos,
There's gotta be burritos.
I feel like you're pretty
so it's
set.
close.
Double Door's got
Armitage
flash
Brown
tacos and
stuff?
donuts,
Yeah.
so it's like that's a good one to go to and play at because no one gets hungry.
Armitage. It's close to Armitage Brown Line. There's tons of shit. There's definitely a Subway if you can.
If you had to get the chicken fajita sub,
Yeah.
Maybe a Jimmy John's.
maybe a Jimmy.
Poor
John's.
Quiznos hasn't seen
But
a
how would,
customer in years.
Matt, have you ever heard the BOTs?
I've heard. What did I hear? I went to a show at Wicker Park. Maybe it was the Double Door.
Subterranean.
Or no, it was Subterranean. I went. We were. It was on the
right.
second.
Oh,
it was on
yeah,
the second
that's right.
floor.
Uh huh.
A year
And
ago.
before you guys, this band who I just saw in the reader actually, I have to go look it up. They
Yeah.
were wearing like bird costumes.
Gold
Yeah.
Web.
Gold,
Gold
Web.
Web.
Yeah.
They
Gold
were
Web.
They're
like
fantastic.
They're
They're
great.
crazy.
They're great. I'm
One
actually a
hell of
little
a show.
jealous of their production.
Agreed.
Their
Yeah.
onstage production.
It was
and the
like
shit they have.
At first, I was just like, "Is this really happening?" Because I think it was like a Sunday night, so like it was kind of that weird crowd of like
Yeah.
people just hanging out, and like they even for the crowd that they had, they still went balls to the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
I remember
and
that.
I thought they were going to be awful. I was like, oh god, these guys are going up there with bird
They're
costumes.
pressed in their
Yeah.
costumes.
Yeah, and
They're
any-
like,
And anything else I've seen like that in the city, no, I've always been very disappointed. And then they just blew it. Yeah, they
blew the roof off. Yeah,
they blew the roof off. Yes.
And the other band was a touring band. They were pretty solid.
Oh yeah,
right?
they were like a southern band, I think, right? A southern rock
like
kind
a
of
southern
thing.
rock.
Yeah, they were on. They're
rock.
actually doing very well too. Yeah.
They were great.
What I learned from them
Two bands
was
were
the
doing
idea
well, and two bands in that show aren't doing well. Which two of those bands?
I think
we're
that
doing
show
all
was
right.
one of our
Both of us
first
doing all right.
first shows that wasn't on Common Ground or Double Door. Subterranean.
Yeah, because
because of Man Called Noon
brought us
invited
in.
us.
Yeah, that was the first time we played with a real sound system and full band, full amps, full drum kit.
Really?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because
The fact that it was so loud was a little bit
it was
jarring.
whoa,
Yeah.
I thought you guys did a really good job that
I thought you
night.
guys did too.
Thanks.
I was really impressed.
Yeah.
James and I were both like, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I remember Liz coming down the stairs.
Oh yeah, she was backstage Betty.
Oh,
Yeah.
backstage Betty.
I think you should have just should have had her on stage.
Well, yes.
Because in the heels, it took her a long time to get down the stairs. That's the thing I remember about it.
You know what I remember about that show was that crazy drunk guy that showed up and tried to dance with all the
Yes.
And
ladies.
they thought
Yes.
they thought they were. I was friends with him.
Yeah,
Because
everybody
he was
thought.
standing next to me, and then I was like, I realized people were looking at me angrily, and I was like, no. And I took a step away, and I was like, no, he's not with me. I'm not associated with this
Yeah.
human being. I don't know who this guy is. I don't want the wrath of the entire show on me.
And then I think a bouncer came and
grabbed him, yeah.
Wasn't he
grabbed
just
him.
trying to get up on ladies?
He
talk to
yeah
ladies,
he was
or
he
talk
ca-
too
he
close to
he
people?
already
He was the
came
worst.
in really drunk, and he was during the dancing that was happening. He was just like, oh, this girl's dancing. Let me start dancing next to her, and she'd walk away, and he'd move a little closer, even though she walked away.
yeah.
And it's like, dude, your perception of what's going on is very off.
Yeah, he was super fucked up. He looked like he was fucking on acid or shrooms, and his breath stank like a fucking giraffe's asshole, which is, I'm sure, horrible.
Yeah, because it's high up, man.
It's real high.
But maybe he came because of Gold Well. But it seems like a psychedelic experience.
No.
No,
But
I
he showed
know
up.
how he got there.
He showed up after they played.
Really?
See,
Okay.
no. He showed up. No, he showed up after they. He was hitting on ladies who were Gold Webb's friends, and Gold Webb started looking at me angrily because he was standing next to me and kept talking to me.
Okay.
And I was like, no, this guy is definitely not with me. They were getting angry on stage, and they were looking at him.
Oh,
doing
yeah,
this
you're
stuff,
right, you're right.
I know how he came in. I was outside smoking a cigarette with Dave, Manno called Noon's bassist. And a guy's walking by, and he's a drunk guy, and I'm like, well, here's a fucking easy score, $10 for us. And I was like, hey, man, come on in, watch 4 great bands play a show. And he was like, absolutely. And I was like, yes. And then, sure enough, the whole thing backfires.
So everyone should still be mad at you.
Yeah, everybody
they were
can't be
right
mad.
to be
It's
mad.
your fault.
You're still an asshole.
Yeah, but he's not my friend. I just want his money.
I just want everyone to know he's not my friend.
I made him pay to get in here.
Don't know his name. But if you smell a giraffe's asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, guy out there.
Oh, God,
if
it
you're
was
smelling
horrible.
your breath right now.
It was horrible, and because of that, I think that's the reason why I kept like hovering around me, because I was the person that was like, "Come on in, buddy."
Yeah.
Like $10 to get in the show.
Do it. Well, that was the first show Man Called Noon and the Big Old Titties played together.
I feel like you guys. When was the last time you guys played together?
That might have been it.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Might have been it.
You guys should. Why aren't you guys doing
Well,
that?
we just talked about that. James brought up having him and them play at Hard Rock on the 20th of August with Man Called Noon, but I don't think it's good. It'll
We want to maximize
Well,
ticket sales.
yeah.
Well, I guess the
For
other
big
hard
places like that.
the
for sure.
other hard thing too is you're now would be playing for 2 bands.
Right.
How
Double
do you,
duty.
How do you feel about your stamina?
Oh,
If you were to-
I'm totally up for
Oh,
it.
he's totally- okay.
I'm totally up
I
for
swear
it.
to God, I think it's the only guy who would be like more stoked about playing for
Just
sometimes.
keep me on stage. Oh, yeah.
like 3 hours.
Same
Oh,
stuff.
I don't have to leave. Sweet.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
just stay here. I'll play in your
1 amp, 1 pedal board. Woo!
Pretty much, that's exactly what
Well,
we
yeah.
would have to
True.
do. And
I would be so for it. But
Well,
we want to
we're gonna do it.
maximize it and meet new bands. That's the best
and
time
meet
to
new
do
bands. And Hard Rock's a bad one to do it at, because there's only 2 bands. It's
okay.
Matt Called Noon's opening, and then the other band's going to be the closer.
Is it a touring band too?
Whoever we pick. I'm gonna pick somebody or who we're booking through, which is Tim Frank and Foxhole.
Okay.
They're gonna pick somebody. We'll figure it out. But a show we should do it on is something like Sub T again, or Double Door, or Quenchers.
Yeah.
And where there's 4 bands, and then that way, it doesn't matter. The ticket sales don't matter. It fucking just doesn't matter because there's 3 other bands that fucking make up for it. Not as much. Yeah, not as much.
The August 20th show at the Hard Rock Cafe. I just talked to my dad. He's planning on coming out from Florida.
Is he?
Yeah,
Damn.
for that
That's
show.
good. That's cool.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
He'll like that one because he'll get to sit and eat too, and
Yeah.
chill. Yeah. Because my grandparents like.
He was at House of Blues.
He was at
back
the House
in
of Blues show.
January, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that picture
Super
of him,
fan.
I keep wanting to post this awesome picture of Sal. I think I sent it to you, right?
Yeah, you did.
Dude, I almost posted it today just to be like, but I want to think of something funny to say because he just looks like this enforcer for the mob.
Yeah.
and the lights
Real
shining on
Italian
him,
looking.
and he looks stern yet interested but approachable. I was like, I'm gonna post that soon. You should post it for the BOT show
I
coming up.
should. You're right. I
Or,
should.
definitely.
or use it for a flyer. I feel like some pictures
Yeah,
get wasted on Instagram when I would love to see a flyer.
a flyer of
with
it.
with a picture.
That's not a bad
you
idea.
know.
Is he wearing a Man Called Noon shirt?
No, he's got this sweet leather jacket.
So he's looking extra BA.
But I do have a picture of my dad wearing a Man Called Noon shirt.
That's right.
I think we were at like Chief O'Neill's or something like that, and
That's right.
He's puffing up his chest. He's got his sunglasses on, giving like thumbs up for it.
I think that was that before you were in the band, or is that after
Yeah,
you-
before.
That was before you were in the band.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, showing support early on.
Well, Matt, what was it like working with this asshole on an extremely long and grueling recording process?
I think it was
He's
actually
pointing at James.
I think it
No, no, I wasn't. Damn it! I was pointing at Tony.
Yeah, he was pointing. He was pointing at me. He was pointing at me.
one day me and James will work together in some sort of fashion. Maybe we'll see.
I'm up
that.
for it.
Actually,
Let's
It probably worked.
honestly, that's actually a great idea, man. That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We'll talk.
turkey,
We can talk shop after this.
off mic.
Great.
But
Yeah. Working with Man Called Noon. I think it was a lot of fun.
For the new album, The Bad Guy.
Yeah, it was. I think the most of the work I did was with them in the rehearsal room, and then when I brought them to Shirk Studios, Steve definitely because they told him they're welcome. Like he's welcome to say whatever he needs to say for his ideas, and he helped out a lot more than even I think I did, which was great.
But you helped out a lot in studio too.
No,
man.
I feel like I did, but
He's being you're being a good guy.
Either way, I think it was a really good team effort on
Yes,
everyone's
it was.
part.
Yes, it was.
I think the best was and it's an image that I cannot ever get out of my head. Is Tony? What song is it? Where you were doing the Italian hand gestures
Singing?
while you were singing in the booth.
I guess
God, what song is it?
it was for more.
It was for more. Yeah.
No,
No.
it was
That'd
for
be a
hold on,
good song.
more or
No, it's the one where it changes 3 times.
I Love You?
No.
Oh, born to want more.
Yeah. In the middle, when
Yeah.
you kind of slow it down, you started doing this where you're you're your index finger, your middle finger, and your thumb. You were just kind of waving it in this weird way that was
No, it was the knife. It was the knife.
It was the night. Okay.
It was the knife. Yeah.
Either way, it was hilarious to watch, and once I pointed it out to you, while we were doing the takes, because I could not point it out to you. I think you were you just knew what you were doing, and you just started even going even further with it and pushing it out. And it was
it's incredibly silly, and everybody was laughing, and as well they should have been. But for me, I just I don't give a shit anymore because whatever gets it done, no matter how stupid I look, whatever. Because I also went in there and started dancing for Alex.
I mean, and that was important.
Because it was whatever gets it done. Because we're spending money.
Yeah.
Everybody's here. Everyone's tired. We've been here since 2 p.m.
Yeah.
You and Steve have been there since earlier, and it's now midnight. And
Yeah.
it's whatever gets it done. I don't even give a shit. I've been in the studio too many times, and
I think
to know
my
not to care.
my second favorite moment with was Josh trying to put in this percussion part that like you and Dave were just not. You're like, we don't get it. Why do you want to do that? And he's like, no, it's great. Like you're not hearing what I'm hearing.
Drummers.
And
that's exactly right, Zach.
There was
exactly right.
There was easily like a good hour of like, no, like this is what I'm doing, and it's like this kind of off time thing, and he's just and
it actually is pretty good now.
Well, and then once we finally finished it, you guys were like, oh, it is good, and Josh
No.
yeah, of course.
No,
Told
it was the one time I got mad at Steve was when we were sitting there for a half an hour, all of us telling him it's not really that good. It's not really that good. Then Steve like is looking at us, turns back in his chair. Even Steve was saying it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Starts to like fiddle around and goes, actually, I like it a lot. and I remember looking at him being like, God damn you! Like now it's in. Now it's definitely in, no matter what.
But now it's now every time I hear it, not only do I have a good laugh about it, but like yeah, it does.
Yeah,
like,
it does sound good.
Do you remember what song this is
It's
on?
the end.
Dance Tonight.
Yeah, it's the end of Dance Tonight. He has
Dance Tonight.
he has like a not a shaker. It's the
It's supposed to be a shaker, but it's like the thing with the metal beads on it that you roll in your hand. It has a little handle.
I think
that
it's
comes
called
out
a
of
roller.
Is it?
It's called a
I
roller.
think so.
All right, I'll call it a roller.
Yeah.
But while the best was also watching Josh do it because he was very like intent and he was standing very like with very broad shoulders and like you could just his back was to the control room, so we couldn't see his face. We could just see his body like dancing and like moving to the beat of the song, so he could keep time.
It was very important to him, and he had been talking about it for like 3 months, and none of us had heard it yet. And finally, he pulls it out, and it was like, "Oh, okay. Well, we don't like it."
I hate recording as a drummer. I hate it. It just. I mean,
what parts do you hate about it?
It's stressful.
It's stressful. So like when you described him, like first of all, he had to face away.
Yeah.
You know, like there's that kind of thing where it's just like, and like you said, you're there for 10, 12 hours or whatever in a day.
Money's being spent. Right.
Money's being spent, and just I can't stand getting something wrong that many times. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, and I think that was what was big about me going to the rehearsals was that, like, okay, we're nailing these parts out.
Yeah.
Like, figuring out the lead guitar parts, figuring out
structure at some points
where the piano should be coming in and when it shouldn't be coming in.
Yes.
And then, so you have, like, a really good blueprint when you go into the studio, which I feel like allows you to experiment a little bit more so that you're not worried about making mistakes because, like, oh, you know the song, you're set, and you have the ability to kind of run with it a little bit more, which is a good time.
But as a drummer, it's the timekeeping. It's the keeping time.
Yeah, I understand.
I just don't practice with a metronome.
Well,
yeah.
Hopefully you have a good leader who can keep up with you.
Well, actually, the style that we do, it's very intimate, and they both the bass and drums play off of kind of whatever mistakes I've made, and we kind of roll with it. I don't know. It's kind of punk in that sense that way. Just kind of.
Yeah, actually,
play well together, just based off, and just go roll with it. We actually liked it. We like the mistakes.
If I could describe your sound,
please do.
In a
I was
word,
actually going to ask you.
in one word, it would be. No, 2 words. I can't. No, but it's a good thing because going to a BOT show that's where you guys are. You have this thing where you bring in a lot of funk and you bring in a lot of rock and soul, and you combine it, but you also add a dash of humor to everything too. There's a lot of humor to your live shows, which is great because that's exactly what you get when you put James Manno and Zach Finch in a band together. But it's a good thing and it's a wonderful experience. You guys, and my dad's not one to blow smoke up your ass. We were talking about this the other day, and yeah, he loves coming to see you guys. Like you're his favorite band to come see outside of.
Yeah.
I was gonna say outside.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Outside of Bruce Springsteen.
Although,
yeah, because he can't name a band called Noon Song.
Yeah,
that's
all
That's so true.
It's so true.
He cares, I'm sure.
Does he? Daddy,
I'm doing this for you, Dad.
it's all for you.
Can't you just think of one song?
I'm never good enough. I was never good enough.
What if at like that House of Blues show, Tony just started crying like on stage, just like, Dad, where are you? Because he couldn't see him out there.
This was for my dad. Dad, fuck you. And I just start bawling.
Yeah, just
Bawling.
cry, so many tears.
Man, that'd be awesome.
I remember early on when we were like sound checking and my dad was on the stage and somebody's like, who's that like short little Italian dude in the corner looking kind of menacing but still kind of friendly, but like,
Who said that?
I don't remember. It was somebody in the band who's like, who's that guy over there in the
I
corner?
think it might have been Stephanie or Aaron.
Probably Stephanie or Aaron, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's my dad. Like, oh, okay. Just because he's got this leather jacket on. And just
I would imagine
like
it was
we're talking
Stephanie
Like a
Child.
bodyguard.
yeah.
Or
Like in the Mom or
or
something
a
like that.
hitman.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's waiting till we
Jesus.
finish.
I can't. Sorry.
I got a question. How long were you guys recording in the studio?
I think we split it up. We did a week, 4 days, I think, of
Okay,
guitar. I think it was guitar, drums and bass, the rhythm guitar. We did like a 4-day stint straight through of all the songs.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well, we probably
for
got
that.
it done in 10 days total. 10
Yeah.
working days
'Cause then-
total,
'cause
but
then-
spread out over a month.
So then
Wow.
there was a day where I remember Tony was gonna do, before he started vocals, he redid a rhythm part. We spent a couple days with doing lead guitars, and then we pianos and keyboards. That took another couple days, and then the violin was another day.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
There's a shaker day.
The shake.
Well, I mean, some of this stuff was done in the same day.
Yeah,
But
like I feel
you
like
know.
because at the end of doing Dance Tonight, that we then went into like an hour-long debate about this roller. Like that all happened like
Yes.
they just ran into each other.
Which is honestly stuff you kind of have to plan for because shit just gets passionate.
yeah,
Like,
and
people
and
start to
so
care.
and then the girls, they knocked that out. All their
Crushed
parts.
it.
They
They're-
in
Elisa?
one day,
Yeah, dude.
one day, the three of them, it was
Yeah.
done.
Elisa did her piano, violin, and
No, the violin was another day. She
Oh,
had
that was
to
another day?
come back to that
Okay.
because I remember she hadn't written anything, and we weren't, like we said, time is money.
Time
So
is
we
money.
didn't want to waste time. So we did the piano and the vocals, and then she came back another day and just within an hour, like knocked out the violin and
Wow.
was out of there. So
So do you think the ladies were the easiest part of the recording process?
yes, and it kind of should be that way too. I mean, they're incredible singers.
Yeah.
Safe to say women
and-
are just better than men. I mean, can we
and
just
be-
all...
yeah,
I mean,
I'll
I'll
agree
say
to
that.
I'll stamp it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say those two definitely are, or three.
What was the most challenging?
So I think maybe me.
Yeah,
the
because
lead
well,
vocals.
cause
it
that's
kind of always is though.
What's hard,
Not
I
that-
think.
yeah, I'm not that
what,
good either.
What I've noticed in the studio is that playing an instrument, you'll just keep going, no matter
Yeah.
how tired you are. You'll just be like, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep doing this. With vocals, you figure it out pretty quickly when the vocals is tired.
Yes.
Like you're just like, well,
Even if the vocalist doesn't know.
yeah,
like,
even if the
everybody
vocalist
else
doesn't
has
go and
figured
the
it
vocalist wants to keep pushing,
Yes.
is you can tell like you're not going to get any more
point,
good
yeah.
takes.
Yeah.
While like you could take a 30-minute break off of playing the rhythms, instruments, and the guitar and the bass, and all of a sudden like have a smoke, come back in, and just like knock it
back
out,
at it.
and then
Yeah.
you're done. You
Yeah.
know, and
Well, lead guitar took a while too. Again, that was a parts thing.
yeah, that was because parts weren't exactly written when
Yeah.
they came in. They were
That's the advice I would give to anybody who's never been to a professional recording session is like, especially to lead guitarists, is like gotta have parts. And I would say that now after this, I would say to piano and everything too. You gotta have the parts, like everything written or a real sound idea of what it is. You can
Yeah.
noodle around a little bit, but again, time is money. You can't be noodling the entire thing.
That's true.
Yeah. Back to James Manno and the BOTs. Playing at the store. 2002, North Halstead and Armitage.
This Saturday,
9 p.m.
No food.
eat before you go.
Get yourself some Subway. That is exactly somewhere around there.
Yelp something before you go.
Worst Subway ever. Best show I've ever seen.
What if because Uber does that thing where they deliver food now.
Yeah.
What if you're at the show, like they don't have food, but can you bring food
That is
into
a
the store?
Great question.
So can you have Uber like deliver like a case of burritos from Chipotle?
Maybe.
And yeah, maybe in my experience, I think most places that don't serve food are actually very welcoming.
Pretty okay, yeah.
Are kind of okay with
I
it.
find it that way as well.
Maybe the tamale man will show up.
Exactly.
I like that. Yeah.
Well, they still let the tamale mans. I know some places that serve food, they don't want them in there at all. But then some places that don't like the long room still lets the tamale man in. They still let him in, but I don't know if they let him in during
Restaurant hours.
Every time I go,
hours.
I see the tamale guy.
At the long room.
Me too. I just
long
saw
room.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, a place that we should all go to more often.
It's a fantastic bar.
When is this being released?
Probably tomorrow or the next day.
Next day,
so
yeah.
Sunday, the head chef from Hopleaf is doing a brunch at the Long Room.
That's right. Is it his second one?
This is going to be, I think it's his second or third one that he's doing.
Okay.
And so they do a whole new menu, or it's a new menu every time, and it's different from what is usually served for breakfast at the Long Room. So
Cool.
that starts at 11. I'm plugging it. CJ,
Yeah.
if you're listening.
Plug that shit. We'll do more plugs at the end. But now I think we should go on to current events. Every week or every podcast we pick a current event from the previous week, and we talk a little bit about it. I guess. What do you want it to be?
Well, it's either two things. It's either that there gorilla and baby, or
We can do two.
Zach's vacation. You want to touch on your vacation?
I'll touch on my vacation, and
then we'll go into
do a personal current event and
Yeah.
a national news current event, probably international news.
Yeah.
So I just got back from Virginia yesterday. Last night at like 10:30, I got home. I was in Virginia for 10 days, and it was nice. It was relaxing. Way better than my trip to Las Vegas.
Less stressful.
Way less stressful than that.
Probably
Oh my
less
God.
people.
Way fewer people. All of them white. No one from a different country. No, but I basically
Sidetrack racism.
Racist.
finally.
No,
I'm with my people.
you're a Vegas.
I hate Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm a Vegasist. But I basically did a small tour of the state. I flew into D.C., went to a wedding in Alexandria, which is northern Virginia, and then I stayed a little bit in the Fredericksburg area, which is starting to move south central. And then I went to Richmond, where I
Good. That's awesome.
stayed a day or two. Richmond's the best town in Virginia, I think. No offense to Norfolk or Virginia Beach or anything.
None taken.
But I did a whitewater rafting trip through the James River, which cuts through Richmond, which has Class 4 rapids. It's the only urban setting that has rapids that are that crazy.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah, and that was fun as shit. We saw two people fucking on the shore of...
Stop everything else. I want you to get very detailed in this part.
First of all, they're on... Do you know Texas Beach? Do either of the two people know Texas Beach?
No, just keep going.
I've never been to
Okay.
Virginia.
Don't describe the beach.
So they are on this beachy part of the river shore, and there's a bench. First of all, why are you gonna fucking do it at a bench? It's
On a
obviously
beach.
a bench on a beach. Yeah. The bench was obviously put there because people show up and like to sit. You know, it was in like mid-evening, like 6 o'clock.
That's awfully early.
Yeah, in broad daylight, and he's got her bent over. And he's railing her from behind, like not even like close sexual,
not even
like he's
passionate.
just
Not even like nice, sexy, like I love you daylight sex.
exactly not nice visible sex. It's like raunchy, hard
Outdoor
nasty,
sex.
outdoor porn sex. And so obviously all of us, as soon as we see it, are like, woo! They're fucking. And
What state was it again?
what state?
Yeah.
Virginia.
Well, then it was probably his sister.
They were very embarrassed.
Wait, I'm confused.
As well as they should have been. He was
I don't-
fucking his sister.
Well, and I don't know this beach, but like, was it semi-private that they thought they wouldn't be seen?
Okay, so the way the river is it's heavily wooded.
I get it.
Like it's like a little city park, it's state park type situation where there are like hiking trails, and then like in very small spots, just kind of sprinkled throughout, there's like slight like dirt, sand, beach situations, or rocks, just big rocks that you can go out on and dip your feet in the water, that kind of thing. It's not it wouldn't. Beach is deceiving. But like they say Texas beach, but what it is like a very small patch of like.
So
sand
it's like a weird nickname.
Yeah.
Like when you're calling someone tiny when they're
right,
or any like freshwater beach or river beach on the East Coast.
Gotcha.
Like on the East Coast, it's like these weird freshwater beach areas that are just like little areas where you launch your boat sometimes.
Gotcha.
And most, or there's a dock and a couple cabins that people rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, freshwater beaches.
Yeah, it's not like wide open. They were the only two people. They happened to be the only two people, in that little area.
And you were in the raft.
We were in a raft floating down the river. We bust through this like little tree. We get past some trees, and then we see it. Of course, we're like mid conversation too, and then it's just like, yeah, look at them, look at them fucking.
Yeah, I need a vacation. I need one badly. All I do is I was just telling Matt before the podcast. I feel like all I do is I wake up and I got something of dire importance, at least in my mind, to do. Like it's kind of weighing on me. I kind of feel like you transferred your needing a vacation onto me exactly when you went on vacation.
Hey man, I mean, I recommend it. If this isn't exactly the review portion, but I give 2 thumbs way up for a vacation that's. I for one really enjoyed going to a place that I'd been to 1,000 times because I didn't feel pressured to accomplish anything at all.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like I'd set up one of my best friends guides the raft. He that's one of his jobs. He like does the rafting tours. So it was like, hey man, you want to do this? I think it'd be fun for Liz and blah blah blah. So let's do that. That's the only thing I plan to do besides a wedding.
Yeah.
Everything else was just like sitting around, fucking shooting the shit with friends and family,
All right, talk about that gorilla.
Me? I just wanted to let everyone know that Tony's leaving.
Yeah, where are you going?
Really?
Say it out loud.
Say.
Where are you going?
I think pee.
Pee break.
Dude, there's a bottle in here, man.
Either you guys need to pee
It's
break.
good luck.
All pee in the bottle,
It's
guys.
good luck for the show, man.
Yeah.
You pissing in this bottle.
The rest of the show is gonna suck unless you pee in that bottle, Tony.
Nah, now you're fucking up, man.
Do you guys need a pee break too?
I could.
Go
Alright.
for it, man.
I suppose we can keep going, but also I could just pause it. Here, I'm gonna pause it. Is it spacebar?
Yes.
I counted in. I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a question about this gorilla story.
Yes.
I have no idea.
I only,
Okay, we can
I
talk
only
about
heard
it.
about it through a comment on Facebook of
Yeah,
somebody
I don't-
who
I-
was not interested in it.
I heard your Tony's sister mentioned something about a gorilla and a child, and I was like, oh, what?
yeah.
So quickly, what it is in the Cincinnati Zoo, a child who was like 2 or 3,
Four.
Four.
Yeah.
fell into the gorilla cage because I guess he wasn't being watched, and
Most likely,
Most
even though
likely.
they try and say that that's not the case.
yes,
But
fell into the gorilla. Yeah, what the fuck? Fell into the gorilla cage, and this story is fucked up for a lot of reasons. The gorilla came over to him, started playing with him, not playing with him, but like playing with him like he was a toy, sort of ish, and touching him. Hadn't hurt him yet, but they decided to use deadly force and kill the gorilla to rescue the child. People are up in arms about it because the kid's fine. He's in the hospital. He's fine, or he's not. He's out of the hospital. He's
yeah, I don't even
he's
think
completely
that he
fine.
was injured at all, really.
Yeah, he's fine.
Probably frightened.
But people are up in arms
Or
about it because they
blacked
couldn't
out.
have tranked the gorilla. Well, they're asking why couldn't he have just tranked the gorilla? The gorilla didn't do anything. He was literally just this wild animal captured in a zoo.
Supposedly, the next move the gorilla was gonna make was like gonna be deadly to the child. Supposedly,
But
there's
this
got to be video out there.
there, I believe there is because all the stills look like they're video stills.
Yeah.
And the Cincinnati Zoo came out full force saying, "Oh, we would make the same choice again and kill the gorilla." And then Jack Hanna, the very popular zoologist, I guess. He came out and said the Cincinnati Zoo made absolutely the right choice. You just don't take chances when there's a child involved, and it's not a domesticated animal. This is a violent creature type of a thing. Is what they were saying.
Silverback gorilla, man, things are powerful.
It's hard to argue with
an animal expert like that.
An animal expert,
well, yeah,
but it's also hard to see. I mean, I hate stories like this where some fucking dumb fucking family. Ohio.
Hey, I know some good people from Ohio.
But
Not me.
So do I.
Not me.
Just some.
Just a bunch of white people that I don't know.
But I hate these stories where they're putting down a wolf because some mother was holding their parent over a pen, or a bear. Happened in Richmond. They're holding a bear over the pen, a child over the pen. Excuse me. And they drop the child, and then the fucking bear mauls the child. I hate stories like this because
because it's dumb humans.
It's dumb humans, but also you do want to protect the child's life. I understand that.
But that's up to the parent.
The child's fine.
I guess there's 2 points.
Yeah.
Just from hearing this story that we could touch on, or I could throw out there. I can understand the tranquilizer problem because I feel like if the gorilla was about to do something,
I agree.
It would need more than one trank.
Well,
because I feel like damage could still be done.
Yeah, I agree. No, because he would get shot, and then the potential for him to freak out, run, grab the fucking kid, and tear him apart. Literally tear him apart.
Or just fall flat down
on the kid.
Even.
Or fall down the kid, and that's the issue. You're dealing with a creature with hands.
Yeah.
That would tear
thumbs.
Your kid apart.
Yeah.
Which they do.
Chimpanzees
to their own.
do it.
Yeah, they tear them apart.
An ape smaller than a fucking gorilla.
Oh my
do it.
God! And chimps are freak strong.
Yeah.
Freak strong. Yeah.
And then the second thing I was gonna say, that now a critique on how we keep animals in zoos.
I completely agree with you. You know what? Listen, I'm no pussy. I'm gonna say that, but straight up, the whole zoo thing, definitely the whole fucking aquarium thing for larger animals. I'm talking larger animals, the whales especially, but also fucking bears, tigers, gorillas. What the fuck do we got pictures and videos? We got it. We get it. If you need it for studying purposes, like Coco the gorilla, I get that too. It's for science, I get that, but really, come on, when it's for your own viewing pleasure, so you can come look and see the incredibly intelligent wild animals, especially apes and monkeys. It's kind of like, what the fuck are you doing, man? It's in prison. You just imprison this fucking thing.
Yeah,
it is. Humans are curious creatures, though. They gotta know everything they can, and not just the scientists, but simple folk like you and me want to maybe see what.
Sure.
How something might behave.
I get it.
And there's another thing where it is, and I was talking with your sister about this last night. There are animals who are if you set them up in what is essentially their natural habitat, or a mocking of their natural habitat, and feed them, they're happy to fucking hang out all day. But then, for instance, at the Lincoln Park Zoo here in Chicago, I go and I see the leopard, and every time I see that leopard, he's pacing around the small area that they have him in, and it's damn, all he wants to do is take off running.
Yeah. Way different than a gazelle, right?
Yeah.
Way different than a gazelle.
Well,
who I'm sure a gazelle would
way
be
different than
eat this grass.
Way different than a gazelle or some bears or something like that who are I'm just I'm just gonna fucking sleep all day, and they're gonna bring me food. I don't even have to worry about getting food, and then that's gonna be it. So it's
But you know what?
It depends.
I love them pandas.
Well, they're not even trying to keep their species going.
Yeah.
So
No, dude. All they want to do is play and go down slides and get hugs.
What is it? Eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hear they even have to get like panda porn like to play to see if maybe they'll put them in the mood.
Which
Typically the panda.
what is that? I don't even.
Maybe
It's just two pandas fucking, bro.
just going at it.
I
you
guess
know,
so. All right.
Well,
natural way.
they dress one panda up as a school panda.
some cosplay.
Yeah, it's like kind of like anime panda.
Pizza guy panda.
A lot of pandas get like freaky shit going, like they want to watch two deer fucking.
Yeah. Of the same, they want to see two does.
Right.
You know.
But that's kind of weird because the dog's outside looking in the window.
It's like we're in a zoo and the dog is looking
watching
at our
us.
cage.
Now he's taking a shit. Yeah, he just started going down.
Oh man. So yeah, I feel bad for the gorilla. Our next segment, you want to move on?
Fuck yeah, that was a heavy.
Is the review, and I thought today, since Matt, I don't know if you've ever. I mean, I'm sure you're a musician because you produce music and you work on Pro Tools and shit like that. Do you play any instruments?
Not anymore.
What did you play when you played?
When I played guitar. And then when I started recording music, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I want to fully know how to do this. Hindsight, I probably should have just kept playing guitar because I still learn something new about recording every time I'm in the studio. And so I need to pick it back up because it's probably good for my ears.
Yeah.
Or not even probably. It is good for my ears to like just always be in tune with that kind of stuff. So
For sure.
But I have I play the white keys on the piano.
Explain what you do.
Like as an engineer.
As an engineer,
I mean, not to get too like philosophical, but what I like to hope that I'm doing is a band comes to me and they go, we'd like to record some music, and then we have like a nice conversation about what your expectation is by the end of it, and then depending on your budget, all that kind of stuff, try and figure out how to get this done with the amount of money that you have, because right now, especially in this day and age, the options are endless. And then it's, a process of choosing right microphones and choosing specific instruments to fit the sound that you're looking for. Because sometimes, you may love your drum set, but when we put it under microphones, you might be.
That's one of the things that I hate.
Yeah, you might be like, this is a piece of shit. I hate this thing. So it's like, okay, well, let's change out the drum set, and then okay. Now the kick still feels kind of like tappy. I don't like that. Okay, well, let's turn the header around so it's the soft side, not the hard side. And it's all. This guitar had an electric rhythm the whole time. I don't really like that anymore. Well, why don't we try the acoustic instead? So it's like it's a lot of. If you have the time and
and the resources
and the patience, like it's a lot of experimenting to like take a song and blow it up into by the end, sometimes a song can be completely different than where you even started from.
True.
There's a band that comes in to Shirk Studios. Steve's been working with them a lot.
Well, that's where Matt works.
Yeah,
that's where Matt Cerritos works at Shirk Studios with Steve and Shirk.
And they come in with an idea, and by the end of the day, it's then blossomed into a full production. But it's piece by piece going like chiseling away. And
Matt's the type of guy. Steve's a little better at it only because of experience, but Matt is just the same and gets to the same place. But because Steve's got like 20 years on him.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. He's like I couldn't like. I'm not trying to like do too many plugs, but like I couldn't ask for a better like mentor or somebody that like
good guy, really solid human being.
That
I've seen Matt make choices that the choices he's talking about. Like, it's like, do this, do that, do this. It's all in, like, an hour. Like, those choices are made and done. Your pedal's switched out. Your guitar is now acoustic. Your drums are now different. The amp is now different. And it's choices that are made just right there and then looking at the equipment that he has.
And I think the big thing is, too, for me, like, that's why it's kind of hard for me to re-pick up the guitar, which is maybe why I should probably, like, move to the piano. Is right now when I listen to music, like, when a band invites me in to like come to the rehearsal, I'm listening to everything as like a whole. I'm not a drummer, I'm not a bassist, I'm not a guitar player, so I'm not focusing on it. Like there are definitely engineers out there who have a principal instrument that when they record music and when they mix music, you can tell that like, oh, they're a drummer.
Oh yeah.
Or they're a guitar player, So I feel like right now I'm in like a nice spot where when I listen to a band, like I'm listening to like it as a whole, that like I'm critiquing the whole song, not a specific instrument, or not even critiquing, like even like being like, oh, that part was cool or that part was cool, and like, oh, can we do that again, that kind of stuff. And so feel like piano would probably be the best instrument for me to move on to, but yeah.
James Manno just shook his head.
I saw it. It was a
Yeah,
very...
I'm with you.
agrees.
I agree.
But so the review that I wanted to do today, because no, that was great. I started it. But is being in a band. We should review being in a band.
Oh.
And
Ooh, that's we can't use thumbs. We gotta use like stars, and then
we got to use cocks, hard cocks and flaccid cocks.
How hard your cock is the
My
grading
cock
scale.
is always hard. Results will be skewed.
I'm ready to go always. What are you talking about?
He was also hard during the gorilla conversation. So
He was sitting there very quietly, just like,
That's a little creepy.
kind of rolling back and forth a little bit.
Are you telling me they killed that gorilla?
Big, strong gorilla hands, you say?
Oh, it can rip a baby apart?
Yeah.
oh my!
No longer hanging out with James Manno.
Goodness.
But
explain to me what we're doing right now.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
the review portion
Yeah.
is we take anything, anything at all, any concept, idea, movie, film, food, anything,
Yeah.
and we review it.
And we review it.
Go one at a time.
So usually we have been doing thumbs up. Every guest and us do thumbs up together. But thumbs up for this is just not enough detail to review being in a band.
Well, talk about it and then give your thumbs.
Stars? I think
Fine,
stars.
we could do stars. Jeez.
I would like
5?
I would like
Jeez.
5 stars.
Yeah, 5, come on.
5 stars.
A scale of 20 stars.
On a scale from 10 to 12. How awesome am I?
3.
That is not the scale.
Oh, man.
That is not the scale.
But that is
3
horrible
cocks.
for that.
So then I'm at least 10 cocks.
You are 2 flaccid cocks.
Trying to dock, but just kind of like slapping into each other.
This is a real coked out Boys Town party going on.
I know where we're headed right after this podcast.
I've been in 2 bands. The first band that I was in for like 10 years. And it was with my high school friends. And obviously there are times, and we would go on tours and things like that. It was a punk band. It was really easy and really fun, and we all liked each other. It was great. I would give that band 2 thumbs up for sure.
How many stars?
4.
4?
4. I'll leave off a star because when you spend that much time with people,
Yeah.
you know, you get under each other's skin a little bit and things start to
People suck.
go awry, you know, things like that. But that was a lot of fun. But now, I would say I would struggle to be in Man Called Noon, I think. Because of the
dedication?
structure.
Yeah.
BOTs has, up to this point, been like kind of like another high school band.
Yeah.
High school, early college band where there's not really a lot of pressure and it's mostly just fun.
Just have fun.
And we just kind of do whatever gig is offered to us, which, you know, is nice to get offers, and so that is also fun. So that's my review. I enjoy it. I'll give my stars at the end.
Should I go then James and then Matt?
You go.
There's a lot of dedication and structure in order to be in Man Called Noon, but it depends on also, you know, I don't think, and maybe James can answer this, I don't think there's necessarily in Man Called Noon I don't think I do, at least, put pressure on people to be, like, you need to be dedicated. Like, I don't have any conversations about, like, dedication. It's just, like, what you put in is what you're going to get out. But the product, I put a lot of that to be like, this is the project, and this is what we're going to do, and the product should be this good, and the project should be this good, type of a thing. I don't know. What do you think about it, James?
I think you planned and you pick people that are already willing to sign on to the schedule.
Yeah.
That are already kind of committed to that.
It is their choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
So I think you just pre-plan to get people that are already kind of gung-ho and wanting to commit to just practicing. Because your practices are much different than the BOT's practices.
Which is something that was interesting when you did
It was
the
very
band.
interesting.
You were
Yes,
interested
still.
to see the process.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I kind of am too, but I've already seen you guys practice, but not like you
yeah.
have. Not like you have with Man Called Noon.
Before we practiced in our basement, we practiced in our dining room when Tony and I lived together.
Yeah.
We would like push
Yeah.
the table against the wall and like cram into
We
the
bash
We've
it
also been
out.
at my apartment And
Oh yeah, on the electronic drum kit.
electronic drum kit. All 4 of us packed into
into that
a
room.
maybe a quarter
Yeah.
of this room right here.
Yeah.
The 4 of it is real tight.
So yeah, practices for the BOTs is like a fucking.
We used to do Music Garage.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
it was just getting too much where none of us had cars, so we're getting out there off of the Green Line.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go.
It's not a great
It's
feeling. At night, you're
Or-
lugging gear and
Yeah, I agree.
it's not the
Or,
safest
or even the
experience.
Ashland bus, like you're too far down. It's gonna take you forever to get home.
It takes
a long
it takes a
ways.
long time.
Yeah.
And then it's anywhere from $5 to $7 per person per hour.
Yeah.
If you start rehearsing, like right before gigs, we would probably get in maybe 2 to 4 times during the week, and it starts adding up.
Starts adding up. It does add up for sure.
So then we try to find a new space, and then
Basement's
right
actually
now,
working out.
the base- I do like the
dank.
Especially during the summer, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It's way better.
the winter we just couldn't.
We
It was
didn't
just too
even
cold.
do it.
I'm 100% positive it's about to suck too for the summer. When it gets starting to hit
When it gets
100.
super
You're
hot.
probably
When it
right.
starts to hit 100, it's gonna suck too. But I mean, hey, it's better than the winter still. Yeah, it's better than doing it in the winter. The rest of it for Man Called Noon is to speak on that structure is the pressure that I'm putting on myself in the past 2 years to put the band to a different level. Incredibly stressful. This is why I wanted like a 5-star thing for this, because this is exactly what I want to do, but incredibly stressful, and all the stress is coming just from me. It's not coming from any outside source. It's just my own stress that I'm creating because I have goals that I want to be met. But still, I'm doing what I want to do. It's exactly what I want to do. I think it's exactly what a lot of people want to do that are in the band. But there are the goals that put stress on me, and but the music, the music we're making, the choices that we're making, and the places that we're playing, everything is exactly what I want to do. And if we're not there yet, I feel like with time we will get there. But I would say the worst part about it is the stress that we create for ourselves. Because I know. Is that talk about vacation, bro?
Yep.
Like you were doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, vacation. I need a vacation. And it's good. It's good to have those goals. But yeah, that's the last thing I'll say about that. You, James?
So do you rate your rank?
Oh,
Are we waiting till the end?
We'll wait at the end to rate.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we'll go after.
So you're just commenting on what it's like to
Yeah.
all the bands you've
like,
been in.
Yeah.
Were you in any other band? Other
well,
than Man
you've
Called
seen
Noon?
them pretty much. Probably you've seen them. It was always a different. It was
Like
I've
a
been in other
different
bands,
version of Man.
different versions, but like I kind of.
Different guitar players and
It's like I feel
Different
I
drummers.
kind of feel like I'm the only original member left of the band that I first started. Like that's
It
what
does
it feels
kind of
like.
feel that way. Yeah.
But it's not, and it's
No.
not. It's just it's a completely different band, and that is, and you know what? That's the way I should start looking at it. It has nothing to do with what I did in Virginia
you want
at
to go
all.
through old band names?
3/4 Drunk, The Runaround, Man Called Noon, Tony Giamichael.
Mine were Drawn a Blank, and then before that we were Habit Forming.
That's a good name too. I like that.
That's a
Yeah,
really
I like
good
that.
one, actually.
Yeah, it was already taken.
Yeah. So was The Runaround.
Yeah.
That's why I changed it to Man Called Noon.
Assholes.
my very first band was in ninth grade. I got my first guitar after getting the Dookie album, Green Day.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Bought that sucker for $5 the other day so I could listen to it on a road trip.
Nice.
That's one of my first albums, first 3 albums.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Dookie.
I actually had a drum kit first. It was my sister's dad's, and I was playing on it. I can do some basic 4/4 stuff, but not great. So then I got a guitar. I can't say I was better at that either, but I wanted to play guitar more than the drums. Had a friend who wanted to play the drums. He came over, and the only song I could really play at the time was like "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
So you just do a punk rock version
But
of
played it, turn up the distortion, and we just played that over and over again. And on the bass drum, we got some like masking tape and wrote out the band name, which we called. It's kind of similar to the BOTs, but it was like it was Cow Ass was the name of the band, but it was COW was Can of Whoop Ass.
You've had like the same stream of humor.
Same
for a while.
weird humor throughout, right?
Can of whoop. Ass.
And then a lot of like solo acoustic stuff, and then after that, then the Happiness Band, James Manno and the Happiness Band,
which is pretty much
it's Donnelly
and
and
the
Zach,
BOTs 1.0.
minus,
Yeah.
minus some other folks, and then the BOTs came around because of Rob Wilson and the Double Door and that comedy show, and then we decided let's keep at it, and then the Man Called Noon,
which was
for the House of Blues show.
Fast Blues show. That was the first show you played with us.
Yeah, you won me on for 2 songs.
For 2 songs, that turned to 3, then turned to 4, and then when we kind of all just looked at each other and was like, let's just have you play it in every song.
Why make you leave? Let's just stay on.
Yeah. No, it was a very duh moment. I think when we all looked at each other, personality wise, you can't get a better guy. Honestly, you can't get a better guy to work with. Period.
Grinning ear to ear the whole time.
Yeah, you were pretty stoked up there.
Yeah,
it was fantastic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite people to see on stage is James. I also like Dave. Dave and James also both very happy to be playing music. Dave looks goofier than James though.
Dave has a serious goofy bass face for sure.
Yeah.
I love it.
But when Dave digs in, you can like see on his face. He's like, "Yep, doing. This is the bass I'm doing."
Yeah. You love watching. You can't not watch.
Like
Dave.
it is like my favorite face when you can just see that like he's nailing
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
like I don't think he necessarily looks cool. He's just fun to watch because he's having.
He
fun.
wears cool clothes.
He wears cool clothes. He wears cool clothes, man. He wears cool clothes. So what are we giving? What are you gonna give me?
Do you want to say?
Well,
anything
I mean,
about
I guess
bands?
I could. The first band I was ever in.
There we go.
The first and only band I was ever in was with 3 of my best friends, Steven, Pete, and Andy. We kind of played like shitty metal music because we thought we could. But the big thing for me was that like that was also when I was getting into recording music. So like I started like I would make up riffs, but then I started focusing on like I didn't have money for a mic stand. But I was like, okay, if I throw this mic cable over this banister in the garage, what level can it be at where it picks up everybody evenly? Like, that's what I started focusing on.
Yeah, never.
Like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to get to. I was like, yeah, that's fucking never what I was into.
I mean, we had a blast. I think the hard part was, and I'm sure you guys experienced this with bands, is that I wanted to play like death metal at the time, and my friend Pete and Andy, like they were just playing like Beatles tunes, and like some punk rock music, and like they weren't into that kind of music, and so it became very difficult, like for me to be like, oh, we're just gonna like chug really fast, and then as my focus started getting more into recording music, they became far better musicians than I was, and they started playing Tool, and they started playing like Avenged Sevenfold, and I was like, I am not keeping up at all. And so I just went straight into recording. Luckily, at least Pete and Andy are in a band that I still work with today. Like they're back in LA, but I go out there and we work together, and we're hopefully about to finish an album soon. But like that was probably like the hardest part, was like being in a band. It's about getting ideas to mesh together. Like either you have someone that's clearly in charge, or you have to find a balance between every member in the band. That everybody's happy.
It's very hard, yes.
And that's hard. I feel like that's a hard part.
That's
so
a
like,
challenge for sure.
Yes, for sure.
That's a huge challenge. But when it works, it's like it's the easiest thing in the world. You know. And when it doesn't work, you feel like you're dragging either a person from the band through the mud to just like come along with an idea that you have.
Yes.
And they're just not getting it, and it's not making any sense, and then that just causes friction, and then eventually those bands end up dissolving because you're just like, well, someone in the band is like, I just don't want to do this anymore because I'm not having fun, and it's like, well, all right.
It's a tale as old as time. Like, being in a band is like being in a fucking dysfunctional family at times.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At times, yeah.
All the time, basically.
All the time.
Yeah.
Well,
Because even when
there's good times and then there's bad times.
have good functioning moments.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And my first band was probably more that we happened to be lucky and just like liked the same music, so we all just played the same shit. It was the easiest shit to play, so none of us really became great musicians because we just focused on pop punk. But I've never been kind of asked to be in a band. Like, I'm not good enough to, for instance, like cruise ships or some shit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, we've got this leader, and
nobody.
And you're
nobody
gonna
here.
just be
maybe James. Maybe
part.
James. I think James might be good enough for that.
Do it, yeah.
But like where you go to a jazz club and play in a jazz band,
And they're like, you're just get back.
oh,
there,
we're
drummer.
gonna give you $1,000 tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's everything.
Just show up on time and you'll get paid. And you'll do your shit. But yeah, I've never been in that kind of band. But
Neither am I.
It's interesting with BOTs is that Zach primarily is a punk drummer. You know, at least that's your origins. And then Donnelly is more of a progressive metal connoisseur. And then Liz is like jazz and classical and folk. And and then I don't know, I'm more of kind of like the Beatles, kind of like just play a little bit of everything, you know, to get people to like it.
Yeah, you play a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So then like we don't really have a very clear vision, so we're like, hey, we like this idea of like a couple of our songs sounded kind of funky and kind of dorky, so we called it dork funk. So we're like, let's pitch it as dork funk.
I like that. That's a good term.
And then Donnelly just said the other day, he's like, man, we pitched this early on, but we don't really like commit to it. We should the next couple songs we should commit to dork funk. I think you're right.
As a genre or as a song?
Like creating our own genre and like for us to have like a clear concept about like
what
sort of
what type of
when
music
someone
you're trying
asks
to make.
you,
sound. Yeah.
what do you guys sound like?
What do you sound like?
Say dork funk.
Dork funk.
I think that's fantastic.
James Brown
I think that's a fantastic term
with
to describe you
high-waisted pants and some glasses,
guys.
Yeah.
Glasses with
rolling a D20.
Yeah. All right, let's review being in a band. Out of stars or whatever, dicks, fucking thumbs. What do you give it? Zach.
I'm gonna give it 5 hard dicks because it makes me
five hard dicks.
I've been in a band. Yeah, 5 hard dicks out of 5.
All right, I'm gonna give it a. Damn it. Well then
You took my answer.
I wanted 5 hard dicks.
I'm gonna make it 5. Listen, there are its problems, but it's what we do. So I'm gonna give it 5 sopping wet vaginas.
Ooh.
Hard dicks, wet vaginas.
What?
They're both horny. That's not a sexist term.
Dicks
That is not a sexist term. If a dick is hard, a vagina is wet.
Please stop
The
defending
end.
yourself right now.
Digging the hole.
Nothing is making you sound more like an asshole than you defending yourself. Right
Or a lubed butthole. Everybody's involved.
Everybody
I'm giving it
wins.
5 lubed buttholes. Okay, is that better? Because all right, James.
I think right now I'm in a position where I get kind of the best of both worlds. You know, by leading a band and kind of creating whatever we want it to be, and then with you just kind of like being part of the team and you leading and you making all the decisions.
You watched the HR video. That's good.
So I think right now I'm in a great place, and definitely five grease titties.
Ooh, big old grease titties.
Big old titties.
Nice. Matt,
I would
pick a body part.
all right. I'm gonna give it 5 kneecaps.
There you go.
Ooh.
Uh,
I guess.
Functional, practical.
Boo! Boo this man!
Worst. That's what he's saying. It's
Worst
like,
Mad Libs ever.
5 hard cocks. All right.
Okay.
And mostly because like if I had a redo, like I said earlier, like I would have kept playing guitar.
Yeah.
And I think I'd probably still be in a band right now. And like no matter how much work it is, any band that I've talked to, or even you guys talking to you guys, like when you're doing it and you love it, it doesn't matter what the hardship is. Like it's always going to be 5 hard cocks, like constantly.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's 5 hard cocks.
It's just all the time. And if it's not, well, then maybe you should think about
Not doing
it,
true.
or changing whatever the situation you're in because you want to be excited about what you're doing.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So
Very true.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
true.
It is very challenging to
Yes.
leading a band and
Yeah.
making sure that everyone does gel together, that you're
Yeah.
playing all the the sound that everybody wants to play,
Right.
and that everybody's
everyone
happy.
gets-
Kind of all about happiness.
Yeah.
James Manno knows a lot about.
Happiness band.
Created the show Happiness, the band Happiness. Yeah.
So just to recap, being in a band gets 10 hard cocks, 5 sopping wet pussies or lubed buttholes,
Lubed buttholes.
and 5 greasy
stuff.
titties. Greased up.
It's like somebody was
Titties.
eating like some pizza and grease and just
Ooh,
spilled all over.
I'd lick the grease
That
off of those
is-
titties.
Actually, some you porn we should get into after this.
Yeah, that and the panda.
Speaking of porn, the
we gonna
last
do it?
segment of the show is Ask Zach.
We'll
and
make it a
Tony,
fast one.
Wait, you're gonna.
Where one of our guests is going to read us a question.
Okay.
There's going to ask us a question that was originally published in a Cosmo magazine, and we're going to do our best to answer.
This is from Cosmo, June 2016.
Ooh, very
So James
current.
picked the question and Matt's reading it.
Yes, he picked it. I'm gonna read it.
You guys are
and we're going to
tag-
answer it.
You guys are tag teaming us.
I mean, it's the first time you guys have had a duo on as guests, right?
No,
Nope.
you're
No?
not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mike and Jessica Ann a couple weeks ago for the,
Oh,
for
so
the
the
show
second.
Mike Mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
the
Have
second.
you side note: have you guys seen it?
Yeah, it's great.
I'm
great.
seeing
Mike
it
Mother,
on
yeah.
Friday.
Mike Mother.
You're
Mike
seeing it
Mother.
on Friday?
So you'll audience, if you're listening to this week, you'll have one last chance this weekend to see Mike Mother. Go get your tickets at the Neo Futurist.
Better be there. Mike and Jessica Ann are asking where you are.
I'm
Actually,
gonna be there on
seriously, they
Friday.
are.
I'm gonna be there on Friday.
Yeah,
So
we
when
can't
they listen to
practice
this
on Friday.
episode tomorrow, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's showing up on Friday."
Yeah.
Okay, here's your,
Because they're going to be listening to this. Yeah,
They
right.
better.
here's your question: is sex in the ocean sanitary? It seems hot, but I'm setting myself up for an algae mayhem.
Ugh. Yeah, I like this one. No, it's not sanitary. I don't think anything in the ocean is. Well, it's pretty.
Well, that's not true. We got all the salt
It's
in there. It's
salty,
actually
but then-
pretty.
Do you want salt all up in
It's all about the vagina.
It's all about the vagina.
Because I'm
Fucking
I'm
Cosmo.
okay.
All about the vagina.
The vagina is a mystery to me, anyways. But I know from my own experience that my penis hole is fine at blocking out the plankton and anything that bites or badness, the salt per se. You would say, in the ocean, whatever I'm talking about. Yeah,
Words coming to
words coming out of my mouth. Yes. I'm fine with the penis. It's all about the vagina. I feel like from no experience.
Well, I'm not a fan of water sex in general. So
gets-
like hot tubs, pools,
It gets dry.
even shower. It
Yeah,
gets
Water?
dry.
It's hard.
Yeah. Wash
come
away
on.
all the
If I had a
all the
huge
lubricant.
shower, fucking love shower sex. I would love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've never had sex in a huge shower.
Yeah.
I've never had sex in a hot tub. I've only had sex on a beach, not in the water, and it wasn't the ocean that I was on.
I do feel like if there's a teenager listening to this, they should know now that water is not a good lubricant.
It's true.
No, it's not. Also, me and Zach have no idea what we're talking about. So if you are 15 and listening to this, yeah, go someplace else for actual advice.
But can you find that page again? Because we'll read the Cosmo answer as well. But this is Zach saying, no sex in the ocean.
No. Listen. Yes, I understand.
This
Okay,
is Zach saying.
That's your opinion. Okay. Go ahead. Finish, and then I'm going to give my opinion.
That it's just, well, I mean, maybe not none at all, but it seems gross. It seems gross to me. You got weird shit in there. You could get pinched or something.
I'm thinking of all the worst shit, too. What? Okay, listen.
Stung by a jelly.
Everything that Zach is saying, I agree with. But, I tell you what, if she's down and we're in, like, the Bahamas, the sun's setting, we're barely in the water, like up to our knees, and then the mood strikes us, there's a dolphin in the distance,
Friendly dolphin.
there's nobody around, and we're both down, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna do it. Gonna like it. So this is not a hard no. This is just it's not like, all right, honey, we planned our ocean sex. Let's get in there. But if you're just right, dive right on in. The water is just fine.
I feel like if you're already swimming, it's gonna be coming in whether you want it
True.
or not. Like,
Right? I beg to differ.
But see,
Think
I don't
so?
listen.
Anatomy will.
Listen, I don't
va-
understand vaginas.
The vagina
Nobody here
is an
does.
amazing
Matt,
thing.
Matt,
No,
please
I'm just saying.
don't
All right, whatever.
ruin the mystery. You're trying to give us science.
Read a fucking book, man.
Read a Cosmo. What does Cosmo have to say about
Well,
this?
Cosmo's fucking. They're saying go for it. Essentially,
That's
if
what I
you,
say.
If you feel like it. Let's see. Clean ocean water is generally safe.
Clean
Which
ocean water.
there it is. Chemically speaking, for sex, says oceanographer Claudia Benitez Nelson. She has a PhD in this shit. A professor in marine science.
sex?
No, in oceanography, you jackass.
Nothing to do with ocean sex.
Ocean
Go
sex?
right ahead.
But lagoons and bays that aren't flushed with outside seawater can be home to pollution runoff, microbes, and disease-causing organisms that could get inside you during sex. Freshwater lakes and ponds can be riskier because they're generally smaller and potentially harbor a more concentrated amount of gross stuff. And beware of saltwater's anti-lubricant and potentially irritating effect. Ouch.
That does not sound like go for it to me.
Mm-mm.
That sounds like they want you to
Stand
do
on the
it's gonna
butt
hurt you.
lagoons.
No, they
As
basically
those
like you.
signs at the beach say, sex at your own risk.
She basically agreed 100% with you. If you paint yourself a pretty little picture, and you're getting all revved up and horny, then go for it. But otherwise, yeah, it's probably going to be dry down there, and
Yeah, typically
like
in
that.
water, it's not the best sex.
yeah.
So for all you 15-year-olds out
So
there,
Tony's right again.
don't have
Is he
sex in
generally
water for
right?
your first time.
I don't know. Yes, he was right last week.
I feel like you guys should start keeping a tally.
Yeah,
Well,
now he should. Yeah.
So sort of, I'm always right in
Tony
a
just
certain
agrees
way.
with Cosmo. I think he reads Cosmo.
Well, this was here, so where did it come
I bought
from?
it.
We had,
Oh,
we had- we had to buy it. I always get really upset with the questions because I always think they're actually horrible questions that some editor wrote. This was actually a good question.
Yeah, the last two have been good.
This was it because I actually had no idea what the best move was for it. But usually they're stupid. Like he/she is mad at me. What should I say? And I'm like,
Yeah,
it's fucking
that kinda
stupid.
shit.
Oh, yeah,
Why don't you go up to her and ask her?
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of feelings involved.
Yeah. Bullshit.
How do I get her back without having to actually talk to her? If that's possible, please let me know. Thanks, Penthouse.
Ooh, we should do some penthouse ones.
that's not bad.
That's a
I mean,
good-
they might
that's a
have
good
good.
idea.
They might have questions very similar to that one.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh,
might
yeah.
actually. Well, Playboy would. Penthouse, it's not going to be.
I think Penthouse is a very strict
Yes.
thing that they're doing.
What
Yeah.
gets you horny?
Yeah.
Hard sex.
I feel like Playboy, they have like Stephen King short stories in there sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think
Because I do
heard-
read it for the articles.
It's true.
Playboy
I've read it for
actually
in the
has
jokes.
great articles.
Yeah.
Jokes. Yeah, articles,
Since the
jokes.
advent of the internet, I have never jerked off to a magazine. It's like,
Yeah.
that's like, okay, she's pretty, but also, what are you saying, Burt Reynolds?
Boom.
Like,
I think Playboy also said that they were going to get rid of.
They haven't done it in the last 3 issues, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
They haven't done any nudity.
Yeah.
So it's like a glorified Maxim now because they get better editors,
Right.
and
I agree.
Maxim's got like top partying colleges, and then Playboy's got
Great articles.
yeah
They still got great articles.
a critical essay on Henry Kissinger for some odd reason.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. One more round of
Promotions.
promotions. Yeah.
Who wants to start out the promoting here and the shooting and shout-outs? Let's start with Matt.
Yeah.
Once again, long room brunch, 11 o'clock. Head chef at Hopleaf is doing one. It's gonna be delicious. They're always a lot of fun. Plus long rooms, like we were talking about earlier, we should go there more often. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Matt Cerritos over there saying that.
What's the studio again? Shirk Studios?
Shirk, it's gonna be Shirk Music. We've been having trouble, or not we. Never mind.
I get you.
There's a weird thing with Shirk Studios, but
okay.
Shirk Music, Sound and Music. It's off of closest cross street is Chicago and Ashland. It's a great place. Look it up. There's some cool videos on there, and check it out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Saturday, 2002, North Halstead, at the store, James Manno and the BOTs at 9 p.m. As well as Man Called Noon will be playing June 12th
Yeah.
at Ribfest at 4 p.m. at the Bud Light stage.
2 weekends in a row. Catch yourself some James Manno.
Man, I'm getting.
July 1st, House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Man Called Noon.
Come up to any of us for tickets for that.
After that, there's going to be Hard Rock Cafe August 20th.
Yep.
Time to be determined, or is that 10?
10:30?
Yeah.
10. Whatever. What? August 20th. We'll figure it out.
So I did your plugs for you too.
Yeah.
Basically mine, but go for
Go
it.
to www.mancallnoon.com. As always, to learn more about Man Call Noon and listen to most of our music. And James Manno got the plugs just right. But Saturday, go to James Manno and the BOTs at the store.
Yeah, the store. That was basically mine too. Finley Dunn's Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, Finley Dunn's.
Tuesday nights.
I work there.
Tony works there, and actually Finley Dunn's this Thursday for the comedy showcase. I think some guy who's on the Daily Show is going to be on it.
Cool. Probably means he's good.
Probably, I mean, right? But that's it.
Yeah.
That's it this week. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we did it.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
But nothing is a return, just the echo and what it learned. Oh, come on, let's just dance tonight, because everyone is lonely in the modern light. Well, oh, come on, let's just dance tonight, because everyone is lonely in the modern light. Into the car on the street, corner is where the rest of us meet. Hindsight is 20/20, but you're always mad, dog, when you're out of money. Before we get to the door, I long drag a smoke that I roll, because outside the club, everyone's cool and it's quietly smug. Oh,